very funny. I'm sure he saw a billion things that he's going to tell you guys about because he's very, very active. Give it up for the very funny Mr. Matthew Tate!
Thank you. Oh shit, give it up for Sydney Harder and hosting an amazing show tonight. Give it up for your wonderful staff here at Mr. Chen's. Treat me very well. Folks, make sure tonight, tip your wait staff well, not just because it's the right thing to do, but also because you never quite know if you go out to eat, if your server might also be a stand-up comic on the side, you know? Case in point, I was working a job waiting tables years ago at a little local establishment you may have heard of. It's called Buffalo Wild Wings. This lady comes in, and she pays by card. I don't know if you know this about us servers, but if you pay by card, we pay attention to what your name is. Because sometimes we like to share that back in the kitchen with our coworkers, because some of y'all have dumb fucking names, right? So this lady who pays by card, her name, I shit you not, was Tiffany Tiggles. Like, you can look her up on social media. What an unfortunate name, right? Even more unfortunate was that tip she left me. Yeah, she left me $2 on a $38 check. Oof. Yeah, bad move. So I wrote a little bit about her. Do y'all want to hear it? Let me tell you the tongue-twisting tale of terror about the terrible tips of Tiffany Tiggles. This tawdry twit Tiffany tipped me $2 tiny to take the torturous trials and tribulations of trying to take tender care of this terrible table. To all the tipless twats like the taciturn Tiffany Tiggles, I'd like to say, fuck you, stay away from my restaurant. You're not paying my bills. In fact, you're the reason I drink so much I can't afford to pay my bills. Yeah, sometimes my family and friends are like, Matthew Tate, you drink a little bit too much, we're afraid that you have a drinking problem. To which I like to reply to them, fuck you, I have a drinking problem, I'm a lot better than you are. Folks, it's good to be here tonight. I almost wasn't here tonight, but the news snapped. I feel good though. I'm fucking stuffed the gills with rangoons in good company. Holy shit, this is a much bigger crowd than I was expecting. How's everybody doing this year? We're almost through it. Let me see. You, sir, right here. How's your year going? Pretty good up until now? Oh, you, ma'am, right here. How's your 2020 Part 3 going? Good. This is a very positive town. Holy shit. Usually when I say 2020 Part 3, people are like, oh, fuck, you had to remind us again. Whoops. Yeah, no, my year started out in a weird way. My year started out a real fun way. Do y'all remember that fun time? That one fun time? Where I got broken up with 10 minutes before I had to go host a comedy show one day before our anniversary. I was like, oh, baby, that hurts. I kind of preferred it when you just hit me instead. Don't worry, old Matthew Tate's doing great. Old 2020 Part 3, I'm back in therapy. Turns out I have a little bit of depression. Who would have thought? Where are my depressed people at? Wow. That's a lot of you, considering this is a college town. It's almost as though you don't have that much to look forward to. I was also a political science major, by the way. You're looking at your future, just not as pretty. Depression's rough, though, ain't it? Depression's rough. It'll really have you, neglecting a lot of important day-to-day responsibilities in your life. Any of y'all ever been sitting at home, maybe on a Friday night, and about 3 bottles of wine deep, you suddenly say to yourself, man, this gun tastes like I haven't cleaned it in a while. You're welcome. So is this an ass-eating crowd, or are we vegetarians? Gotta lay down the law here right quick. Let me find sir. You sir, right here. Let me. Okay, you sir. Your friend has volunteered you by proxy.
No, I volunteered.
One of you is gonna have to take the bait. All right, it's back to you. Let me ask you just a little personal question. Since I've let you know so much about me, let me get to know you a little bit. Sir, what's your name?
Alex.
Alex, let me ask you a question, man. Like, how do you clean yourself up after you take a shit? Just toilet paper? You mongoloid? Oh my god, what is this, 2019? This is 2022, people out there eating ass on the reg, Alex. You can't, like, let me ask you this, Alex. Like, if you were to, I don't know what you do in your day-to-day life, but if you were going about your day and you somehow, like, got a little bit of poo, like, right here on your arm, would you just wipe it off with some dry tissue and go about your day all willy-nilly like everything's fine in Alex land? No! You, like, take a shower or use a wet wipe. This set is brought to you by Wet Wipes. You're welcome. Like, because here's the thing, folks. Like, I don't want to be leaving a bar at like 3 in the morning and just thoroughly shit-faced, and I start to get the drunk munchies. You know what I'm talking about? The drunchies. You know, where you drink a little bit too much. Now you've got a ferocious appetite for one of two things, and that's either Crystal Burgers or ass. They taste the same. It's just like mustard and onion and something that used to resemble meat. I don't want to be doing that, and then I pick up some rando at the bar, and then, like, I'm home with them, and then I'm down here, you know, doing my thing. I don't want to suddenly have this conversation with myself, what tastes like mole sauce? I didn't think I went to a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, like, no. Like, I came to taste anus, not heinous, folks. Yeah. So I started dating again, folks. I started dating again. Don't worry, it didn't last. Technically, I also finished dating again. I've been single now for the better part of this year, but I don't like to think in being single that I'm like sad or lonely or depressed. You know, I don't like to think that. You know. Because it's true, and I don't want to fucking think about it, you know? I like to think that I'm just holding out for the right lady. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You all the way in the back, you know what I mean? Alright, we're all on the same page here. Clearly, folks, I'm talking about Serena Williams, you know? What a lady. I like the lady who can bench press me. I mean, look at me, it's not fucking hard to do. Like, I'm 120 pounds soaking wet. Like, I kind of look like if Draco Malfoy got rejected from an all-Hogwarts audition for a production in Greece. It's... one of these days, I know that she's going to open her Twitter DMs and see all those messages that I sent her, you know? Like all the ones that are pictures of her husband carrying her down the beach, but with her husband's face gone and photoshopped out with my face. She's going to see those and realize those are cute and endearing and romantic and leave that fucking philanthropic millionaire loser husband of hers and get with the real hero. Don't laugh at that. This is my dream. I was talking with a friend about that recently at the bar, and he was like, Tate, you're crazy. That lady would crush you. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Todd. That's the point. I want her to crush me, you know? Because, like, I don't want to live until I'm in my late 60s suffering from cirrhosis and dementia, yelling at kids to get off of my lawn at noon, even though I don't have a lawn because I live in a pay-by-the-week. No. I want to go out when I'm in my mid-30s and I'm in a seedy, questionably clean bed of a Motel 8 because that's all I could afford with the shitty pay I made off of my last disappointing road gig. And they, like, Serena Williams is there. Because, right, at some point we met each other and I was like, baby, you can quit tennis. I'm going to take care of us from now on. I'm going places. And she believes that shit. Now she's in here in this very regrettable situation with me as I'm chained to the bed with a ball gag in my mouth, you know, and she's just straddling me on top of me, riding me cowgirl style, you know, and every time she falls back into me, she's just breaking more and more of my bones because, did I mention I'm only 120 pounds soaking wet and too stupid to know what nutrition is, you know, and then like that song from Top Gun starts playing in the background, you know, that one that's like, take my breath away, bum, 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 bum. And she starts choking me, right? Because autoerotic asphyxiation is the only way I know how to feel anything anymore. You know, like Chris Cornell or Chester Bennington or Anthony Bourdain. And she's doing it harder and harder and harder, and the light starts to go out from the edge of my eyes. I try to yell out with my last dying gasp, I love you, Serena, but it just comes out, you know, because the ball gag. That's the way I want to go out. Anybody who judges me for that is a bullshit asshole who doesn't even deserve the lesser Williams sister. Oh, calm down, calm down, calm down. I'm not talking about Venus. She's also a lady. She can get it, you know? And by it, I mean herpes. I've met me. I know what I'm bringing to the table. I'm not talking about the dead sister either. That would be in poor taste, and we've established I'm a comedian of taste, right? Talking about the fourth sister. You know, you've seen her in the stands at the U.S. Open just with the dismayed look on her face, like, I could have been somebody. And it's like, no, you couldn't have. You never figured out how to put down the funnel cake and pick up the tennis racket, Tiffany. Folks, what I'm saying is I just want Serena Williams to ride my face till I feel like I'm being waterboarded in a Guantanamo Bay detention facility in the early 2000s. I started to get reminiscent for those days, you know, back when she still won all the tournaments. We had Bush in office, and I fucking hated him then, but he was better than whatever the fuck we've had for the last 6 years. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, hi, Bush, get it? Because in this situation, she's not shaved her nethers at all. Like, I want it full flavor, Marlboro red. Like, I want to floss while I'm getting a meal. You picking up what I'm putting down? I just want to do my best Pac-Man impression between them cheeks, like waka, 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 waka. That's the sound of me dying in 8-bit between that ass. My point is, folks, I will not be able to rest in peace until I know what Serena Williams' butthole tastes like. You know, like, right after a match, before she hits the showers, I bet it tastes like cocoa butter and victory. Alright folks, I've got my first 2 albums for sale right over here. Also, if you want to hear more of me, I've got 4 albums out on Spotify, iTunes, what have you, all of that shit. Come buy some merch, say hi, buy me some rain goons or something. I've been Matthew Tate. Welcome back, your host, Sydney Harder!